guys, Miss Sarah here to show you another STEAM time. We had some requests for more art projects, so I'm going to show you a simple way to tie-dye using Sharpies. I am outside because we are going to be using rubbing alcohol and it stinks real bad, so I want you to be outside where there's nice fresh air flowing all around you. This is also a good one to do with a grown-up. All right, let's get started. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You could do any way. There's no wrong way to do this. You can just color a design on there and the colors will bleed and make a really pretty design. I'm going to show you a really fun one. And so all I'm using is a plain t-shirt. This is one that we had laying around. This is from the EAT program. If you guys know what that is, it's awesome. We're going to have Coach Junior come out to the library soon to do an EAT program out there. Some of you guys have had it at school. So this is a t-shirt that my daughter got from EAT. I'm going to show you a fun way to kind of spruce it up a little bit. So I'm just taking a cup like that, just a plastic disposable cup. And I'm going to take a rubber band and I'm going to put it around the cup to hold my shirt in place there. And now I'm just going to take my markers and I'm going to make some dots. I'm gonna make all kinds of designs. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up so you guys can see me do that. And then I'll show you what's next. Okay, that's one spot done. I can move my cup around. Now, a tip, if you were just going to color on your shirt, I would put a baggie underneath to keep things from bleeding through. Now, when I go to spray it with my alcohol, I'm also gonna put a baggie underneath to keep it from bleeding through the other side. All right, so I'm just gonna move my cup and I'm gonna do another design. So that's what it looks like now. Let's throw my bag in, get my spray bottle out, and I'm going to show you how these colors will bleed together. This is the fun part. All right, this is where you might want a grown-up because this is rubbing alcohol. It's stinky and we don't want to get it in our eyes or anything. All right, so I'm just gonna spray until it's nice and soaked. And then you'll see my colors start to bleed into one another. So they're gonna start to go like that. So you see my colors are starting to bleed. They'll continue to do so. And so we're gonna set that off to the side for a second. I'm gonna show you another fun project to do with this. And then we'll come back and see how this turns out. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how to make these really cool galaxy shoes. I made these for my daughter last year, just using Sharpie and some cheap wiped shoes I got at the hobby store. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. I'm gonna make another pair. So I started with a pair of white canvas shoes, just plain. Now this was a different style shoe, you can see. This one was Doesn't have as much
It's like Vans.
rubber right there. So what I did is I took some painter's tape and I just put it around my rubber sole so I don't get any marker on that. If you really wanted to be fussy, you could put it over the eyelets for your shoelaces. I'm not going to be that fussy, but I did take my shoelaces out. So all you're going to do is color, and you're going to color them in solid. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll show you a time lapse of that. All right, guys, so there it is. I colored it all in. Now you notice I did not worry about being perfect at all. It's all gonna bleed together. I used a lot of my blues and purples and blacks because I feel like outer space looks, darker that way. But then I put in the highlights of the light greens and the yellows because you'll see all of those beautiful colors. So my next step is to take plastic bags and shove them inside. Kind of helps your shoe keeps its form, plus it keeps the inside a little drier. There we go. I'm just gonna take that spray bottle of mine and I'm going to town. I'm just dousing it. And look, it's already starting to bleed together. It will continue to move and bleed together, and it'll just make the most beautiful design. I'm really soaking it. I want those colors to run together. I may even move my shoe a little bit around so the colors will go each way. And look how it's bleeding together so beautifully. And when it finally stops, you get this gorgeous outer space prism effect, and it's so pretty. Now, these ones I just finished out with splattering a little white acrylic paint that I watered down, made a little starbursts and things like that on there, just to make them a little more spacey. My kids are super into space. We went to the Space Center this year. They both want to work for NASA when they grow up. But that's all there is to it. Like I said, you could do the shoelaces to match, but you just let that dry. I let mine dry overnight and even give it some more. I want it good and soaked because I want it really to bleed together. I'm a little messy, but not too bad. When you do this, wear clothes that you can get stained because Sharpie is a permanent marker, okay? So I'm gonna let that continue to bleed. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all finished and dried. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will get my shirt to show you what that looks like, and I'll show you a couple other examples of what some shirts turned out when we did this with some friends. All right, guys, so here's the shirt. Look how cool that turned out, all bled together. Could you imagine once I do this all over the whole shirt, how it's gonna look? Then that's totally my plan. I am gonna do that, make this a nice, bright, colorful shirt. I'm going to show you some other examples here. I'm going to insert in, you can see we did this with some friends and they turned out so cool. We did this ages 4 to 12 and the kids all had such fun with it. I had fun with it and I'm definitely not between the ages of 4 and 12. It's just so easy. You probably have these things around the house already. There's no messing up. There's no messing up at all. They all turn out so cool. There's nothing exact about it because it's all just gonna bleed out and blend, and it's so beautiful when it's all done and so colorful. I hope you guys enjoy this. Give it a try at home. Share with me what you guys have made. I would love to see it. And thank you for joining me. Thanks for being outside with me on this beautiful day. We've had some gorgeous weather. And check us out again next time. Bye.